What have we become? I mean, we were this way, but I think it's becoming glaringly obvious what we are now. Here.
That would be the first thing. The second thing is, I think that, and I know this is a minority view, I think colonialism gets a bad rap. Like, genocide is bad, but colonizing places that are genocidal and they have bad ideology, it's good to come in and correct their views.
What do you think should happen to the people who are already in Gaza?
Colonialism gets a bad rap, says the person engaging in colonialism. Bro, I'm telling you, dude, there's nothing. The greatest antidote to like anyone that carries on any kind of positive sentiment towards Israel is to just show them someone from there in an unrestricted format. The anti-Zionist Jewish Israelis in this chat will confirm this as well. Okay? Just literally put a camera on. Just show them. It's the classic no politics here moment. That's it. That's it. Just literally listen. They'll tell you straight up. Like the things that so many people say, especially the settlers, like in 2024 are things that you've only previously heard in history books. Okay? Like these justifications for genocide, these justifications for apartheid, these justifications for mass slaughter. The only time you ever heard stuff like this is in like prior centuries. You see it in your history books. Like people that legitimately have this kind of attitude. This person is no different than a fucking Klansman, like straight up. Straight up. What are we doing here? Like this is Nazism through and through, okay? This is fascism through and through. That's it. Colonialism gets a bad rap. We're just civilizing these brutes is exactly the basis behind Manifest Destiny and the way that like Americans did and conducted an indigenous genocide. The difference is that happened already and we know what that looked like. We know how fucking horrifying that is, especially in terms of her own personal history, her own personal background as a Jewish person. The same arguments that she is applying to Palestinians and Arabs, the dehumanization, the same arguments that she's applying in terms of finding living space for herself on someone else's land is exactly what the Nazis justified the Holocaust with. Is exactly the foundational basis as to why her fucking ancestors were shipped into concentration camps. It is ridiculous and it is mind-boggling that we are not even like one generation removed. There are still Holocaust survivors that are around. It blows my fucking mind that it did not take much. It didn't even take a century to just do that exact same thing.
It's good to come in and correct their views.
What do you think should happen to the people who are already in Gaza?
So I think that there's a couple of possibilities. The one that I think is the most realistic is we got to ask other countries for help. I know that Spain was willing to take a couple of million. I know Russia said they would take a couple of thousand.
To a lot of people, that would sound like you're advocating for ethnic cleansing.
I don't think so, because Palestinian isn't an ethnicity, it's an ideology, and it's an ideology that says that they want Jews dead, and so we want them as far away from Jews as possible.
Like this person is a fucking paranoid schizophrenic in terms of like her worldview. Except people that have that exact same opinion are making policy choices in Israel. Some of those choices are the maintenance and current existing occupation of territories that do not belong to them. Other policies such as committing a fucking genocide in Gaza. She's like, no, Palestinian is not an ethnicity. You don't understand. It's an ideology. and an ideology that is built around the mass slaughter of Jews. That's what she said. Like, there is no nation there. You can't do an ethnic cleansing to a group of people who I've decided are collectively genocidal. That's why we need to do a genocide to them before they do a genocide to us.
The would-be settlers take us to the Erez crossing. It used to be the gateway into Gaza. The area has been closed off by Israeli soldiers, but the group is waved through. They've planted 2 small lemon trees here as symbols of their claims over this land. Just saplings, but the settlers have seen how over the years their efforts bear fruit.
Zionism is an ideology. Palestinian is an ethnic group. Yes, absolutely. Every single fucking talking point that you hear from Zionists is pure projection. Okay? Pure fucking projection. From human shields all the way down to they want to genocide us, so we have to genocide them first. It's pure projection. And we have heard this time and time again throughout horrifying parts of American history, horrifying parts of global history, world history. Okay? Dark chapters in our collective history where people have had this exact same attitude. We can't free the slaves because they will enslave us. Okay? We can't give them rights. We can't actually have we can't have full equality because if they do, they'll take away our liberties and our rights. They'll treat us like we've treated them. We can't give Ireland back to the Irish. We must continue occupying it. We can't abolish the apartheid in South Africa because they will do an apartheid to us. It's always the same shit. Is Reddit down? Dude, I don't fucking know. What a silly question. Why are you asking me? A guy who rarely ever goes on Reddit. Ask me if Twitter is down, I could tell you, but describing pogroms against Palestinian villages and literal ethnic cleansing as gaining land and winning power is insane. Real estate and religion category 2? Come on. From The Economist, Israel settlers are winning unprecedented power from the war in Gaza. They're gaining land and sway over the army, police, and politics.